And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. After a long layoff of action, we are back here at the Laughlin Center aboard Lincoln Christian University as the visiting Prairie Fire of Knox College coming to town to take on your Lincoln Christian University Lady Red Lions. And I'm Assistant Sports Information Director Jared Glassford coming at you live and on a beautiful Tuesday night here in Lincoln, Illinois. It is Senior Day, when we are about 9 minutes and 45 seconds away from getting away with some Senior Day activities. And we got 3 seniors to go off of. We got likes of Karis Horton, Michaela Fultz, and Jordan Price, all going to be honored. But it is not the final home game. They still got one coming up in November. We'll talk about that later. That was just scheduled a couple days ago. But the players talked about it, and they decided to go ahead and go with tonight as the Senior Day celebration. It's fall break here at LCU, so expecting not a ton of students to come through, but I'm sure the Laughlin Center will still be rocking, same as it always is. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back here momentarily here on the Red Lion Network. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lincoln Christian University, home of the Red Lions. And today is senior night here at LCU. We'll be celebrating our 3 volleyball seniors. So first up and being recognized is Michaela Fultz, who's being escorted by her parents, Danae and James Fultz. A 2-year member of LCU's volleyball program, Michaela transferred to LCU after playing 2 years at Lakeland College. She made an immediate impact last season as the Red Lions has been a versatile player throughout her time here. In addition to being named a Scholar Athlete, Michaela has recognized with the Sportsmanship Award. To this point in her career, Michaela has registered over 300 digs. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Fultz. Our next senior is Karis Horton, who's being escorted by her boyfriend, Andrew Bell, and her mom, Mary Hatfield. A 3-year member of the LCU volleyball program, Karis transferred to LCU after playing 1 season at Brescia University. Karis is known for getting after it on the defensive end and continually sets up her teammates with good passes from the back row. She has been recognized as both an all-conference performer and scholar athlete. Her leadership abilities have qualified her for the position of team captain the last 2 seasons. And Karis has been named a champion of character by the Continental Athletic Conference. To this point in her career, Karis has tallied over 850 digs and has registered over 1,000 receptions. Ladies and gentlemen, Karis Horton. Our final senior tonight is Jordan Price, who's being escorted by her dad, Scott Price. A 2-year member of the LCU volleyball program, Jordan has been a force to be reckoned with in the middle position for the Red Lions. After earning her associate's degree and playing 2 seasons at Carl Sandburg College, Jordan played 1 season at Webster University, where she led her team in kills. Her athleticism and feel for the game have allowed her to be a difference maker everywhere she's played, including here at LCU. Jordan has been named both an all-conference honoree and scholar athlete, in addition to being named the 2020 Conference Defensive Player of the Year. After gaining 1 more year of eligibility due to last year's shortened COVID-19 season, Jordan has made the most of her super senior year, serving as a team captain. To date, Jordan has registered over 1,214 kills, 842 digs, and 325 blocks. Athletic Director Christian Lowry is presenting Jordan with a game ball commemorating Jordan eclipsing the 1,000 kill mark, which she accomplished on September 3rd versus Briarcliff University. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Price. And now I'm going to turn things over to head coach of the Lady Red Lions, Mr. Joey McCauley. These are your volleyball seniors. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to now officially welcome you here to the Laughlin Center here at Lincoln Christian University for tonight's volleyball matchup between the Knox College Lady Prairie Fire and your LCU Red Lions. And at this time, invite everyone to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats and please face the flag on the wall for the saying of prayer, followed by our national anthem. Please pray with me. God, we'd like to thank you for just a beautiful fall night that you have blessed us with on your earth. And God, thank you for all the contributions as we celebrate our seniors that they have put in on this program, not just on the court, but also being lights in this world for you. And God, I'd just like to ask that you be with them as they graduate and go on with their endeavors. And I pray that you can be with them all their days. And God, I'd just like to ask that you be with us tonight in the competition. Lord, I pray that you may be glorified, you may be honored by what takes place. We love you. We pray all these things in the holy and mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Now let's meet the starting lineups first for the visiting Prairie Fire of Knox College. A 5'9" senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 5, Katessa Duran. A 5'8" fifth-year senior from Council, Washington, number 7, Caitlyn Haas. A 5'10" junior from Yates City, Illinois, number 10, Ann McKim. A 5'10" senior from Zionsville, Indiana, number 11, Katie Anderson. A 6-foot senior from Carmi, Illinois, number 16, Autumn Schneider. A 5'11" freshman from Ames, Iowa, number 22, Carolyn Walters. And LeBaron tonight, a 5'3" freshman from Morton, Illinois, number 20, Emmy Patton. The Prairie Fire coached by Pat Berry. And now, the starting line for your LCU Red Lions. A 5'9" sophomore from Van, Illinois, number 1, Tracy Bologna. A 5'10" sophomore from Groveland, Illinois, number 6, Phoebe Olden. A 5'9" sophomore from Kankakee, Illinois, number 10, Lee Claggett. A 5'9" senior from Fulton, Illinois, number 15, Jordan Price. A 5'2" sophomore from Hebron, Indiana, number 17, Franny Nolm. A 6'1" freshman from Sisney, Illinois, number 18, Jocelyn Hall. And LeBaron tonight for your Lady Red Lions, a 5'1" senior from Albion, Illinois, number 3, Karis Horton. The Red Lions are coached by Joey McCauley. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome officially here on the Red Line Network. I am Assistant Sports Information Director Jared Glassford, as we're coming at you for senior night here on the volleyball season, as the visiting Prairie Fire of Knox College coming to town to take on your LCU Lady Red Lions. And after a long road trip for LCU, they are finally coming back at home in what is fall break for LCU. So Lady Red Lions staying on campus, as well as a couple of students. See some basketball guys over there coming out to support LCU tonight, as well as the great community of people we have here in Lincoln, Illinois. And coming into town is just north of Peoria, Illinois, is Knox College. So Knox College will serve, as they're going to be on the right of your screen, rocking the black jerseys with purple and gold lettering. LCU in the home reds, minus the libero Karis Horton in the away black uniform. All right, here we go. The opening serve is underway. And immediately Claggett goes right back to Price, and she sends it over. Here we go. Knox College now takes a swing that time is Walters. LCU going to be able to return. Bologna met by a couple blockers for the Prairie Fire side of things, but they're going to be able to return, and by a great spotting right there by Autumn Schneider, gets the point for Knox College, and they go up 1-0. So the Prairie Fire strike first here early in set number one as we get back underway. Katie Anderson right now, the senior from Zionsville, Indiana, by way of Zionsville High School, set to serve. Claggett goes right back up to Price. Anderson now goes over the left side to Duran. Duran's going to return it, but LCU puts it back in the air. Price bumps it over. Anderson goes over that time and just out of the reach of Carolyn Walters. So the air is committed by the Prairie Fire, and LCU gets the point. So it'll be one serving one. That'll bring up the sophomore from Ravenna, Illinois, Tracy Bologna, set to serve. Bologna serve, up and over. Anderson goes over that time to Duran, met by a couple blockers from LCU. Anderson pushes over Claggett, and Claggett puts it behind the bench for the Red Lions. So Knox College gets the point. And possession on the side out. So set to serve now, a 5'9" freshman from Ames, Iowa, number 22, Carolyn Walters. Set to serve, two serving one. Walters serve, going to be returned. Olden pushes it through, but hits the candy cane stripe pull next to the head referee on the far side of the court. And that is an illegal motion here in volleyball, so it'll be three serving one now. Here we go, serve up by Walters. Put back in play. Michaela Fultz goes up top to Franny Null, the back row hit, and that time a little access denial by Autumn Schneider puts it back into LCU territory. The Prairie Fire now up 4-1. So Walters serve. Horton up to Claggett. Claggett goes cross court that time to Olden. Olden puts it back up in the air. Price trying to get it at the net, ends up throwing it back into Knox College territory. They hit up that time by Duran. Horton throws it up in the air. They get it to Null in the back row hit. It's Patton. Goes that time to Duran. Duran dug up by Michaela Fultz, but that one goes into the stands. And that one not going to be able to be returned. So right now, Knox College leads 5-1. So here we go now. Is that one just out of the reach of Elite Claggett? And it's now 6-1 in favor of the Prairie Fire. Here you go, the Iowa native on the serve. Claggett goes in the middle to Price. Lobs that one over. Anderson Goes over that time to Haas. Haas throws it back up and over. Olden takes a swing now and finds Pater. The kill awarded to Phoebe Olden. And LCU ends the run momentarily set by Knox College. So that'll bring up on her senior night Jordan Price out of Fulton, Illinois, set to serve. And she's going to be awarded the ace there. Excellent spotting right there, just out of the reach of Katie Anderson. Unable to get to that one in time. Be 3 serving 6 now. And another double hit that time, a second air in a row on Katie Anderson. And it's now 4-6. We serve up by Price. Going to be hit immediately back over by libero Emmy Patton. And here we go. Jocelyn Hall hits it over. Anderson has it. Controls it. Pushes it up to Haas. LCU in that possession. Claggett tries to go quickly right at the net. Anderson hits it back up in the air. Going to be hit over by Walters. Claggett once again in the middle. Gets it to Jocelyn Hall. She swings and scores. So the freshman from Sisseton, Illinois, able to put it just out of the reach that time. And too much smoke. But Carolyn Walters. And LCU pulls to within 1. It'll be 5 serving 6 now. Anderson finds Haas. Haas goes up. Olden couldn't quite get to that one in time. The momentum halted momentarily as we got a substitution on the left side as a little libero swap. Melania came in momentarily, but not before exchanging for her senior, Karis Horton, who's now in the game with 7 serving 5. Libero Emmy Patton serving away for the Prairie Fire. Olden met at the net, but goes out of bounds. Last touched by Knox College. So the point and possession goes back in favor of the Red Lions, and we got a pair of subs coming in. First, we got Emily Coombe, the freshman from Mattoon, Illinois, as well as Carissa Bowman, the freshman from right here in Lincoln, Illinois. So it'll be 6 serving 7. Number 16, Carissa Bowman, set to serve. Anderson right at the net, swings and scores. That time is Katessa Duran. It's now 8-6 in favor of Knox College. So we got a sub coming in. It'll be Olivia Huckle, the 5'3" sophomore from Missouri. There you go, 8 serving 6. Jocelyn Hall swings and out of bounds, says line judge Henry Strupp. So now back to a 3-point lead for Knox College. Here we go now. Kuhn bumps that one over. Huckle goes over to Anderson. Anderson hits it over. Kuhn takes a swing up to Patton. Back to Huckle. Goes back and forth. A little give and go to Emmy Patton there. And that time, nobody there for Knox College, and LCU awarded the point. So Tracy Melania comes in. Karis Horton checks out. That'll bring up set to serve at a Groveland, Illinois, number 6, Phoebe Olden. Huckle in the middle. That one nearly hit out of bounds, but Price hits it back up. Melania sends it over and scores for the Red Lions. So Phoebe Olden stays in service. LCU pulls to within 1. It'll be 8 serving 9. Huckle goes back up and over, that time to Haas. Haas returns it, LCU with possession. Melania takes a swing, but it's last touched by the Red Lions as it goes out of bounds. And make it now 10-8. So here we go. Kuhn, big swing there. As that one goes way over the Out of bounds line on the far end. As Knox College lead extends to 3. Here we go now, 11 serving 8. The Kessa Washington native, Caitlyn Haas on the serve. Olden, big swing, going to be turned right patent. Goes over cross court that time to Walters. Walters again, and it goes off of Emily Kuhn out of bounds. And now a 4-point lead for Knox College. Haas's serve. Bowman goes into Kuhn. Kuhn, big swing and big miss, goes out of bounds. And a 5-point lead now, the largest lead of the contest for the Prairie Fire. Here we go now. Caitlyn Haas in service, 13, serving 8. Bowman gets it up that time to Jocelyn Hall. Huckle goes back over that time to Walters. And that one, no one over there wearing a red jersey. So it's now a 14-8 lead. Be 14-8. Bowman goes in the middle to Hall. That one dug up by the Prairie Fire defense, but access denied right there by Jocelyn Hall. Scores the point and halts the momentum. And now the side-out possession goes back in favor of LCU, and libero coming in out of Albion, Illinois. That is Karis Horton, set to serve, only 9 serving 14. Here we go now. Huckle goes in the middle that time, and scoring is Ann McKim. And Ann McKim will go in service, the junior from Yates City, Illinois. We're staying correct. We got a substitution coming in, making Allie Dawkins, the 5'8 freshman from Crown Point, Illinois. So the former Bulldog, now Prairie Fire, serving it up for Knox College. 15 serving 9. And at that time, they're going to say Bowman was over the net. So the point and possession stays in favor of Knox. Here we go now. Dawkins serve. A low line serve there, but not going to be able to be returned. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach McCauley and LCU as they find themselves down 17-9. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Red Line Network. Welcome back after the timeout as we find ourselves with a Knox College lead 17-9. After the LCU timeout, we play on. Here we go now. Olden and Price nearly collide, but the ball goes over. Nonetheless, Anderson takes a swing, but that goes out of bounds. Last touch by LCU. So now Knox College doubles the point total for the Red Lions. So we go now. Allie Dockett still in service. 18 serving 9. As that one goes out of bounds, says line judge Jay Sutherland. It's now 10-18. So Bowman and Kuhn out, Lee Collega and Frenninall in. And now Frenninall goes back into service, the sophomore from Hebron, Indiana. And here we go. Haas gives it over to Anderson. Anderson returns it. Collega finds Price in the middle, and Price scores for LCU. So they cut in the lead a little bit. LCU in double figures, as it'll be 11 serving 18 now. Huckle goes right there. Access denied by LCU. We play on. Anderson takes a swing, tries to push it up. Freddie Knoll, Lee Collegiate goes back row to Phoebe Olden, and that one grazes the net but goes out of bounds. And Knox College gets the point. And checking back into the game, Contessa Duran for the Prairie Fire. So Knox has made a full rotation now as Katie Anderson from Zionsville, Indiana, back in service. That was 19 serving 11. Good broken play there, but LCU puts the ball back in play as Duran takes a swing. Price almost finds the empty spot there and knocks his defense. Here we go. Null sets up Cleggett. Cleggett goes to Price, and she scores for LCU. Excellent spot right there by Jordan Price as she hits the back corner of Knox's defense and scores. As it'll be 12 serving 19, and Tracy Bologna set to serve. Here we go now. Free ball at the net, but that'll land very firmly out of bounds. And Knox College able to gain possession once again. As we got sub coming in, that'll be Michaela Fultz on her senior night from Mattoon, Illinois. And that'll bring up Carolyn Walters, the Ames, Iowa native, set to serve. It'll be 20 serving 12. Here we go now. Fultz gives it back to Price in the middle. She hits it home. Anderson goes back over to that time to Duran. And good diving effort that time by Katie Anderson. But not going to be able to get the job done there as LCU ordered the point. So here we go now. Jordan Price set to serve. 13 serving 20. Anderson. And they're going to call Anderson for the double hit there. So back-to-back errors that time by Katie Anderson. Leads to 2 points for LCU, 14 serving 20. But that time Jordan Price fails to put the serve over the net. And Knox College pulls it within 4 of the desired 25 score. And checking in for the Prairie Fire, number 10, Ann McKim. So the libero out of Morton, Illinois, the same high school as our own Phoebe Olden. That is Emmy Patton coming in. Patton goes back over to Haas. Haas finds Jordan Price over to Lee Cleggett. That time Phoebe Olden hits it right into the hands of Emmy Patton. Here we go again. Good spot right there by Walters. LCU now. Olden finds pay dirt and Knox College territory and scores. Lead cut down to 6. Nolan Cleggett out. Bowman and Kuhn come in. We go now 15, serving 21. Carissa Bowman in service. Anderson gets it to McKim, and she pushes it home. Kuhn off the hands that time of Katie Anderson, and Emily Kuhn awarded her first kill of the contest. So here we go now, 16, serving 21. Access denied, scores for your Lions. So Bowman still in service. LCU now trails by 4, make it 17-21. Anderson goes back to Haas, and Haas can't clear the net, and unfortunately this is not soccer, so the point goes to LCU as they cut the lead down to just 3. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here for more LCU volleyball in a moment here on the Red Line Network. Welcome back after the timeout. As LCU has cut the lead down to just 3, make it 18-21. Here in set number 1, first one to 25 wins the set. That one just off the fingertips of Karis Horton. And Knox College awarded the point. It'll be back 22-18. As Olivia Hotcoat comes in. And she'll go back in service. Missourian set to serve. Bowman in the middle gives it that time to Phoebe Olden. Knox College, Patton. Krista Bowman goes over to Olden. Olden swings and scores for your Lady Red Lions. This will be 22-19. As Phoebe Olden goes back in service. Hockel. Here we go now. Olden goes left side to Melania, and they're going to call Olden with the double hit. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 23-19 score. If you're a Monsters Inc. fan, you'll laugh at that. Thanks for bearing with my bad Monsters Inc. joke all year long, but here we go now. Caitlyn Haas on the serve. Bowman goes back in the middle to Jordan Price. Emmy Patton to Huckle. Left side that time to Walters. LCU going to return it. Melania takes a swing. And good dig that time by Caitlyn Haas as it is returned. Emily Kuhn takes another one. Huckle goes back to Walters. Access denied that time by the pair of freshmen. Price back to Olden. Huckle goes back to Anderson. Pushes home by Olden, but nobody was there for LCU. And Knox College able to score. It is now set point for the Prairie Fire. So we 24 serving 19. And Caitlyn Haas on the serve. Blondie digs it up as Jocelyn Hall bumps it back over. Knox College now with the possession. Price, Olden, Bologna. She pushes it home and scores. Make it 24-20. LCU with a very valiant comeback here in set number 1. But can they pull together a couple points in a row to extend this one to extra points? Karis Horton on the serve. Good serve there. We go back. As that one just out of the reach of the LCU defense, and that'll conclude set number 1. So 25-20 is your score in favor of Knox College. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here live for set number 2. And here in just a moment, you're watching LCU Volleyball on the Red Line Network. If you're just joining us, LCU dropped the first set as Knox College was victorious 25-20 after a valiant comeback effort by the Lady Red Lions. If you're familiar to the NAIA volleyball scheme, it is you score by 1 point at a time. First one to 25 wins a set, unless the other team is within 1. Got to win by 2, but the denier score is 25. Past that, you got to win 3 sets out of 5 in order to win the match. So Knox College takes set number 1, and LCU scores first here in set number 2 after a double hit recorded by Knox College. I'd also like to give a shout out to our ball chasers tonight. Coming out of the fans, we got a pair of basketball guys, and that is Jansen Floto and Micah Colburn, so junior and a freshman helping out with the night's activities. A little bit of a plug, not this coming Friday, but next Friday, October 29th, will be the home opener for your LCU men's basketball team. That will be here on the Red Lion Network, so be sure to get more information on our website, lcuredlions.com, or follow us on social media on Twitter and Facebook for more information. But basketball season just around the corner here at LCU. Right now, we're still in volleyball mode, so let's get back to tonight's action as Price pushes that over and in, says line judge Henry Strupp. So LCU now leads 3-1. Here we go now. Tracy Bologna, 3 serving 1. And good spot right there as Maya McEwen able to score. It's now 3-2 in favor of LCU. So Ann McKim, junior from Yates City, Illinois, is not going to be serving as they're going to do a substitution. And that'll bring up Taluan, set to serve from Fremont, California, the junior from San Jose High School. Here we go. Long serve. Just out of the reach of Lee Collegiate. It's now a tie ball game. So we go now. It'll be 3 serving 3. And that one can't quite clear the net. And it's 4-3 as the Red Lions go back up top. Ann McKim subs in. That'll bring up Jordan Price, senior from Fulton, Illinois, set to serve. Access denied right there by LCU. Scores the point for the Red Lions as they go up by 2, make it 5-3 now. In 2 points ties their largest lead of the contest up into this point. Here we go. Price's serve. Going to be returned. Jocelyn Hall finds the right spot in the defense and scores for your Red Lions. And LCU doubles the point total of Knox College. They go up 6-3. Is that hit just out of reach for Franny Knoll as Knox College pulls back to within 2, make it 6-4. And set to serve now is the senior from Zionsville, Indiana, boy of Zionsville High School, number 11, Katie Anderson. This will be 4 serving 6. Here we go, Jordan Price. Stepped up time to Cleggett. Cleggett goes back to Olden. Olden, a lot of smoke on that one, but going to be returned anyway. Knoll, Cleggett goes back to Olden. Olden lobs it up. And now Knox College back to possession of it. Cleggett in the middle. Goes back over to Phoebe Olden that time. Anderson goes back cross court. We got a good volley going right here in the Laughlin Center. Olden once again takes a swing. And a good diving effort that time by Allie Dawkins, but LCU able to score, make it now 7-4. As Franny Null and Lee Cleggett check out, that'll bring up number 7, Emily Kuhn, and number 16, Carissa Bowman, to check in for LCU. So Bowman served, 7 serving 4. Anderson goes back over that time to McEwen. Bowman into Jocelyn Hall, and that one, good effort there by Knox College. But LCU, a couple scramble plays in a row, ends up by 2 points for the Red Lions. LCU once again doubles the point total as they lead now 8-4. Here we go now. Bowman goes to the middle of Jordan Price. She lobs that one up there. McEwen to Anderson. They go back to that time to Duran, and Duran hit the pole. So LCU scores. They go up 9-4. Bowman still in service until now as that one goes right into the net. And the point goes to Knox College. It's now 9-5. As Caitlyn Haas checks in. This fifth-year senior from Kelso, Washington. Very diverse team for Knox College as they recruit from all over the country. Here we got an Oregon and Arizona, a Missouri, California, New Mexico, Washington, some Illinois, some Iowa, and some Indiana all coming out of this team. As opposed to the LCU team, everybody hails from the state of Illinois besides the lone Hoosier and Franny Null from Hebron, Indiana. All right, we go back to the action after that rabbit trail of information. Here we go now, as Emily Kuhn will score for LCU. So it's now 10-7 as Phoebe Olden, sophomore from Groveland, Illinois, set to serve. Anderson. And after a broken play, LCU going to return that one. It's lob up that time by Haas. And a broken play there. But they call that out of bounds, says line judge Jay Sutherland. A couple baseball guys, Jay Sutherland on the far side and Henry Strupp on the near side. So we got some baseball guys line judging and basketball guys ball shagging. So a good student-athlete effort here by LCU as the Red Lions able to score there. Lead goes back up to 3, make it 11-8 now. As Karis Horton, the senior from Albion, Illinois, set to serve. Anderson goes over high, return right there. As Olden, here we go now. It's that time Duran, big swing, but LCU nearly gets it over, but they're going to call for 4 hits. So Knox College gets the point. Substitution coming in, that'll be Samantha Bergeron, excuse me, from Dallas, Texas, by way of Prestonwood Christian Academy. Serve up, 9 serving 11. Haas into Bergeron. Gets it over that time to Anderson. And too much sauce on that one. Goes out of bounds and point goes to LCU. As Kuhn and Bowman come out, Franny Null and Lee Cleggett check in. So now bring up Franny Null in service. And Franny Null can't clear the top of the net. So now Knox College back to within 2. As sub coming in, that'll be Maya McEwen from Sheldon, Illinois. But sent back to service, Allie Dawkins, number 21. As that one is in, says line judge Henry Strupp. It's now 12-11. So Knox College pulls to within 1 now. Here you go. Dawkins on the serve, 11 serving 12. Claggett goes back over to Jordan Price. Access to 9 right there. Hit right back into Karis Horton. But the point goes to Knox College, and we have ourselves a tie ball game now. We're set at 12 apiece. So Dawkins on the serve. Goes right into the net, and LCU scores. Off the double hit by Knox College, LCU able to get the points. As their lead goes back up to 2, make it 14-12 for your Lady Red Lions. As Tracy Bologna, number 1 for LCU, set to serve. As that serve just barely clips the net going over, but this point goes in favor of the Red Lions. It's now 15-12. And here we go now. As Anderson, big swing. Here we go now. Holden hits it back over. Surgeon into Patton. Patton goes backcourt, that time to McEwen. Is Knox College able to score there? Luan coming in, setting up to serve for the Prairie Fire. Long serve. Claggett has it for LCU. Goes cross toward to Phoebe Olden. And that one dug up and returned by Luong. She's able to score to put Prairie Fire back to within 1. Here we go now. Swing up that time by Olden. Claggett lobs it up, and a couple of hot potato hits. But Knox College ends up in a point for the Lady Red Lions. As Jordan Price now, senior from Fulton, Illinois, set to serve. Serve up by Price. Surgeon goes over, that time to McEwen. Price hits it. Claggett bumps it. And they give it over to Jocelyn Hall, and she returns it. McEwen, LCU now with possession. Phoebe Olden hits it over. Tip right back into the red line territory, and Knox College scores. And LCU never able to regain their possession. As Tracy Bologna checks in for LCU, which means Karis Horton comes in on the bear swap, as well as Katessa Duran for Knox College. So be 15 serving 16. As Price can't quite get a hold of that one, and we have ourselves a tie ball game at 16 apiece. Here we go now. Katie Anderson set to serve. 16 serving 16. Lee Claggett bumps it up. Free ball at the net. And Knox College now with their first lead here in set number 2. Here we go, Jocelyn Hall gets in the middle, Claggett. Claggett pushes it back row, and we play on. It's good spotting right there, but Knox College able to get the point, and Coach McCauley calls time, which means we'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back more for more exciting volleyball action in just a moment on the Red Line Network. Coming out of the timeout as Knox College has a 2-point lead here in the latter stages of set number 2. They lead 18-16 as Katie Anderson for the Prairie Fire set to serve. Here we go. Lee Clegg has it. Goes to Jocelyn Hall in the middle. Patton digs it up. They go back over to Luong. Luong puts it over for Knox College. Olden puts it over back into Knox College territory. And that time, Maya McEwen can't quite clear the net. So LCU pulls back to within 1. Nog leg it out, Bowman Kuhn in. Which means the hometown student, Carissa Bowman, set to serve now. Anderson goes back over to Duran, and Duran gets the point for Knox College, make it 17-19. That'll bring up Caitlyn Haas back into the match. Be 19 serving 17. Bowman goes in the middle that time to Jocelyn Hall. But that one, they're going to say, yep, the point goes to Knox College. And now the Prairie Fire just 5 points away from taking set number 2 and a 2-set lead. LCU, though, not too far behind, as it'll be 20 serving 17. Here we go now. Bowman goes over to Kuhn. Kuhn swings and will score for LCU. This will be 20-18 with the Red Lions in service as Phoebe Olden back in serve. Access denied right there and cannot bounce it off the official. So LCU pulls back to within 1. With 19 serving 20. Is that time Sally Bassett unable to get a hold of that one. Here we go, 20 all. Anderson goes back to Bassett. Olden puts it back over. Knox College gets their turn at it, but that time, Dawkins can't quite clear the net, and LCU able to score. So it's now 21-20. In a very competitive senior night here in the Laughlin Center. Anderson goes back over the pushover by Dawkins. Jocelyn Hall digs it up. Bowman sets it up. And that time, Emily Kuhn can't quite clear the net. And despite the plea by Coach McCauley, the officials say that they were not over the top of the net, so it's now 21 all. That'll bring up Emmy Patton, the freshman from Morton, Illinois, set to serve. 21 all. Bowman goes over the left side, that time to Bologna. And Bologna, as Knox College able to get a 1-point advantage now, make it 22-21. Here we go now. Bowman, right side to Kuhn. Kuhn, big swing and a miss. And now, Knox College within 2, make it 23-21. Here we go now. Kuhn sets it up to Olden as she puts it over. Anderson over to Dawkins. A lot of play close to the net as Emily Kuhn awarded the kill. As her and Carissa Bowman nearly collide. But the score stands as Karis Horton checks back in. It'll be 22 serving 23. Here we go, another hit attempt. Goes out of bounds off of Tracy Bologna. So It is now set point for the Prairie Fire. And Samantha Bergeron, the 5'10 freshman from Dallas, Texas, comes in and has service on set point. Carissa Bowman goes into Jordan Price. She swings and scores for LCU. And we got ourselves a double switcheroo as Franny Nall and Lee Collegiate come back in. Nall in service 23, serving 24. The LCU scores, and they do. We're going to extras here at set number 2 as we're tied up at 24 apiece. So now it's playing a game called Get Ahead by 2. And here we go. As that one goes out of bounds, and it's now set point for LCU. Set point. 25-24. Nall clears it. As Anderson puts it back into play, though, for Knox College, and we play on. Price squints it for LCU. So LCU claims set number 2 by a score of 26-24. As we're tied up at 1 set apiece, and we'll take a break. Be back here for set number 3. Woo, that was exciting. We'll be back here in just a moment here on the Red Line Network. Welcome back here for set number 3, live inside the Laughlin Center. As we had ourselves a very exciting couple sets. As Knox College won set number 1 by a score of 25-20, but LCU wins in extras 26-24 to tie it up at 1 set apiece as we go in here to set number 3. But Knox College strikes the scoreboard first as they go up 1-0 now. So here we go now. Anderson set to serve. As Knox College now goes up 3-0 here in set number 3. So they got their foot on the gas pedal here from the get-go as Anderson goes up to serve. Here we go now. As that one not going to be able to contain by LCU. So Knox College now up 4-0. Is Katie Anderson still in service? Here we go. Null puts it up. Good pass that time by Karis Horton. Here we go now. They go cross court over to Walters. But LCU finally cracks the scoreboard as they trail now 4-1. And that'll bring up Tracy Bolaño, sophomore from Havana, Illinois, set to serve. It'll be a 1-serving-4. As here we go, Lee Claggett lobs it up to Jordan Price. Price puts it up and over. Here in the Soaps, Knox College, as that time way too much mustard there by Contessa Duran as that one goes out of bounds. And LCU stays in possession, make it 2-4. As Bolaño, not enough strength there to get it over the net. As she checks out, Michaela Fultz checks in. That'll bring up to serve Carolyn Walters, the 5'9" freshman from Ames, Iowa. Set to serve, it'll be 5-serving-2 for Knox College. A low line serve right there. Here we go. Olden swings. That one's dug up, though, by Walters. As that time, Haas can't quite get the umph under that one. And the point goes to LCU. And I'll bring up Jordan Price. Set to serve, senior from Fulton, Illinois. Is that one too much English there? Goes that way out of bounds. And LCU cut the lead down to 1 now. Bit of 4-serving-5. Serve up by Price. Walters to Anderson. Anderson goes back to Duran. Good dig up that time by Franny Null. And we play on. Anderson can't quite get a hold of that one. We got ourselves a tied cert number 3 at 5 apiece. Here we go now, 5-all. Patton puts it up to Anderson. They go cross court to Haas, and Haas goes out of bounds, says line judge Jay Sutherland. So LCU now with the 3-0 run, make it 6-5 as they have their first lead of the set. Here we go now. Anderson goes back to Duran. Good dig up that time by Price, but that stops right there as LCU drops the ball literally there, and it's now a tie game at 6 apiece. Here we go, Emma Patton at 6-6. As that one goes out of bounds and scores for Knox College. So it'll be 7-serving-6. And the freshman from Morton, Illinois, Emmy Patton, set to serve. Here we go now. Hall takes a swing and scores for LCU. So her impressive freshman year continues as she's awarded the kill there. And Nolan Claggett come out. Bowman and Kuhn come in. It'll be 7-all with Lincoln, Illinois native Carissa Bowman to serve. Anderson goes over that time to Duran. Bowman over to Olden now. Carissa Bowman finds Emily Kuhn over the right side. Anderson tries to misdirection. Hall not fooled at all, and nobody goes for that one. On the Knox College side of things, so LCU able to score to go up by 1, make it now 8-7. So Bowman on the serve. Patton, Anderson goes over to Duran, and Duran puts it just over the top of the LCU defense to tie the game back up at 8-all. So very back and forth early on here in set number 3. And neither team really going on a big run. We'll see if we got more of the same or if that will change. As here we go now. Bowman, little give and go back to Phoebe Olden. Anderson has it, goes over to the middle, swinging hit there, but out of bounds. Last touched by the team wearing red. As Knox College soars, they reclaim the lead. Contessa Duran, senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, on the serve, but way too much weight room there. Goes out of bounds to tie it back up at 9 apiece. So neither team getting a real advantage here as we're tied up at all 9. Phoebe Olden on the serve. Anderson goes back that time and access denied by Kuhn. Bowman goes up that time at Jocelyn Hall. Patton goes up. Hall, Bowman over to Bologna. She swings and scores for the Red Lions. So Phoebe Olden still in service 10, serving 9. Here we go now. Bowman as Hall pushes it over. They go back to Haas now. LCU with possession. Kuhn hits it. Little rainbow arc hit right there, but it does the trick and gets over as Duran takes a big hit. And off the hands of Phoebe Olden, that goes out of bounds. And both teams tied at double digits, make it 10-10. So here we go now. Caitlyn Haas in service. But can't quite keep that one in bounds. So LCU back to a 1-point lead, make it 11-10. Karis Horton just checking in, coming in service. The senior libero, good serve there. As that one lands in Knox College territory, as the LCU now leads by 2, their largest lead here in set number 3. Here we go now, Patton gets it in, and that one out of bounds, says line judge Henry Strupp. So it's now a 13-10 lead in favor of the Red Lions. As that serve can't quite stay in bounds, so momentum halted momentarily as Knox College gets the point to cut it down within 2. Also coming in, Allie Dawkins, the freshman from Crown Point, Indiana, set back to serve. It'll be 11 serving 13. Here we go. Bowman puts it up in the air to Kuhn. She swings, and that one not going to be able to be returned. So double switcheroo coming in. As Franny Null comes in, as well as Lee Claggett. LCU back up to a 3-point lead, 14-11 now. Franny Null, number 17, set to serve. Here we go. Anderson goes in the middle that time, and a good spotting right there by Sally Bissett. By Autumn Schneider, number 16. Scores it for Knox College. It'll be 12 serving 14 now. And Katie Anderson, number 11, in service. Is that one just out of reach? So lead back down to just 1 for the Red Lions. As it's now 13-14. Anderson in service. Jordan Price bobs it up. Back over to Price. A little give and go. Met by a block party by Knox College. And they're able to get the point to tie this one once again. Back up at 14 all. Here we go. Ball up in the air. Olden gets it over, that time to Jordan Price. And the point going to be awarded to Knox College as they reclaim the lead. They go up 15-14. And they're just 10 points away from taking set number 3. But just 11 points away is LCU. So here we go. Cleggett goes over to Jordan Price. And good effort right there by Schneider to put that one up and over. And Jordan Price awarded the kill. Good hustle play right there by both teams. And we got ourselves a 15-15 match. And it's Tracy Bologna, the sophomore from Vandal, Illinois, set in service. Anderson kicks it over that time to Schneider, but that goes out of bounds, and LCU back in control. Will be 16 serving 15. Anderson gives it to Schneider, and Schneider hits it just over the top of the LCU defense to tie it back up at 16 apiece. And then I'll bring up Carolyn Walters. 16 all. Here we go. Walters has it. Puts it back up in the air that time to Anderson. Little give and go as Olden to Anderson. Back to Haas. Back to LCU. Cleggett at the net. Free ball is won by Knox College. They're going to say that's off the fingertips of LCU. So the Prairie Fire go back up by 1, make it 17-16. As here we go. Price swings. Last touched by Jordan Price, so it'll be now 18 serving 16. As Anderson has it, goes back to Haas. LCU now possession. Olden. And the ball lands back right in LCU territory as Knox College goes back up by 3, making it now 19-16. Is Carolyn Walters still in service? Cleggett goes back over to Phoebe Olden. Olden pushes it back row. Anderson now gives it off the fingertips of Schneider. And Caitlyn Haas can't get under it. So LCU gets the point and the side out. As we got a sub coming in. As Ellie Courtman comes in. As Jordan Price puts that one in the net. So now Knox College just 5 points away as they lead 20-17. As Cleggett goes back up in the air to Olden. Olden lobs it up. Haas. That time, little give and goes. Anderson has it now. As Lee Claggett goes back to Jocelyn Hall, and she scores for LCU. And LCU pulls to within 2, as it's now 18-20. As Bowman and Kuhn check in. And here we go now. Anderson has it, goes cross court to Haas right there. Kuhn hits it right back into Knox College territory. They're going to get another crack at it. Jocelyn Hall to Jordan Price. Bowman, desperation, heaves it over and lands in territory. As a swing over there, way too much sauce there. And LCU pulls to within 1, making 19-20. So they've now scored 2 in a row. As Haas puts it back in LCU territory, and they can't return the favor. So make it now 21-19. As Katessa Duran in service now. Bowman hits it up that time to Hall. Hall swings, and it's going to be returned. Hall back to Kuhn. Here we go now. Haas takes a swing. Back to LCU territory now. They'll get a crack at it. It's that time Emily Kuhn met the blockers at the net, but ends up victorious as they pull to within 1 now. Phoebe Olden set to serve. It'll be 20 serving 21 here in the late stages of set number 3. Here we go now. Bowman goes back over to Blanya. Blanya returns it for LCU. Haas now. And the point going to go. Over to Knox College. As number 22, Carolyn Walters comes in. And that'll bring up Caitlyn Haas to serve it. Here we go. Anderson goes cross court to Walters, and Walters puts it just out of the reach of the LCU defense. As they go up by 3 now, it'll be 23 serving 20. As that one lands inbounds, great spot that time by Jocelyn Hall. And LCU not done yet. As she checks out, Karis Horton checks in. It'll be 21 serving 23. Is that ball going to be hit back in play by Patton? And going to be returned. Good hustle play that time by Amy Patton. As Price hits it back into Knox territory. And it's now set point for the Prairie Fire. As Allie Dawkins checks in. Be 24 serving 21. So it's set point for Knox College. And here we go. See if LCU has the answer. Olden puts it back over on Knox territory. Walters, good hustle play that time by LCU. A little Bowman to Price action. As that one goes out of bounds, and LCU still has life in this one. As it's now 24-22. As we got a pair of subs coming in for the Red Lions. In Franny Dahl and Lee Claggett. Here we go now, 22 serving 24. Good spot that time by Lee Claggett. And it's now 24-23. So LCU, they're able to score it right here. Goes into extras. If Knox College scores it, this one's over, and we go to set number 4. So here we go. Emmy pad kick, put it in. And LCU scores, and they're tied at 24. Timeout going to be taken by Pat Barry and the Prairie Fire. As LCU, the little comeback action, has tied it up at 24 apiece. So we'll be right back in just a moment. You're watching LCU Volleyball here on the Red Line Network. As we get back to the action, and we have ourselves a tied set number 3. Here we go. Freddie Nolan service, 24-24. Got to win by 2, and LCU scores! Set point. And it's 25 serving 24 now. LCU looks to go up 2-1. Here we go. Anderson back to Schneider. Karis Horton lobs it up. They go back to Price. Emmy Patton digs it up. And Walters throws it back over to LCU territory. Back to Jordan Price, and LCU wins it. They take set number 3 by score of 26-24 once again to go up 2-1. We'll be back here for set number 4 in just a moment on the Red Line Network. If you're just tuning in, you're live at the Laughlin Center. Knox College able to take set number one, 25-20. But LCU with back-to-back 26-24 victories finds themselves up 2-1. So if they're able to win this one, the match is over with. If Knox College comes back and takes it, then we go on to win or nothing set number 5. So here we go as Knox College strikes the scoreboard first. Also important to mention, your LCU women's volleyball team will have one more home match, even though tonight is senior night. That will take place Thursday, November 4th, starting at 7 p.m., taking on the Pomeroys of St. Mary the Woods College. Once again, November 4th, after a very long road schedule due to only playing home games last year with the COVID-19 situation. A lot of road games taking place this year. So that, once again, Thursday, November 4th, so in a couple weeks, LCU will take on St. Mary the Woods College Pomeroys. That game starts at 7 o'clock right here on the Red Line Network. Also important to mention, next Friday, basketball is back here in Lincoln, Illinois, as LCU men's team kicks off their season on Friday, October 29th. That game going to be starting at 7 o'clock as well. So, as we get back to the action here, right now, a 4-0 lead in favor of Knox College. See if LCU can get the scoreboard, and right on cue, Jordan Price finds pay dirt and scores for the Red Lions. So it's now 1-4 as Tracy Melania set to serve. So here we go now. As Patton just had to heave that one over. Anderson goes back to Haas. LCU now possession. As excellent block party there by the Red Lions. Ends up in a score as they cut the lead down to half, make it 4-2 in favor of Knox College. So the sophomore from Havana, Illinois, set to serve. Yes, here we go now. Cleggett goes in the middle to Price. And Price, hot off the hand of that time of Emmy Patton. If she can't contain that one, it's now 3-4 in favor of Knox College. As Belani hits in the air, Horton, good hustle play right there as the ball's going to be returned. Anderson gives it immediately right down there, time to Durham. Bryce takes a swing. Patton, Anderson goes back to Durham. She swings, but Melania digs it up. LCU now possession as Olden tries to put it over and does. It's good spot right there by Phoebe Olden. And we have ourselves a 4-4 match. So Melania still in service. Haas digs it up, gives it to Anderson. A little give and go right back to Haas. And she hit that one underhand palm. So LCU with their first lead here as they go up 5-4. Here we go now. As Duran hits it over and out back in LCU territory. As too much sauce there, goes out of bounds by Phoebe Olden to tie this one back up at 5 apiece. As Tracy Melania checks out and Michaela Fultz checks in. And set to serve now the libero, Emmy Patton for Knox College. 5 serving 5. As Olden met by a pair of blockers that time by Knox College, who knock it right back in LCU territory. So the Prairie Fire regain their lead as they go back up 6-5. So here we go now. Price finds the backside of Knox College territory to score. And tie back up at 6 apiece, says line judge Henry Strupp. So that'll bring up Jordan Price, set to serve. As that ball not going to be returned. And award the ace that time to the senior Jordan Price. Well, that one, way too much mayo there as that one goes out of bounds. It's now 7 apiece. And here we go now. As Haas has to heave that one over, and they're going to say LCU trying to plead their case, saying that was outside of the antenna, but the officials see it otherwise, and the point and the lead go back that time to Knox College. It's Katessa Duran, the senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, will be in service now. Claggett goes in the middle of the Hall. Hall takes a swing, but can't get enough height on that one. So Knox College now lead up by 2, 9-7. Claggett now, left side over to Olden. Olden swings. Karis Horton now has it over to Phoebe Olden, and the point. They're going to say that one was not tipped at all as the point goes in favor to Knox College, and they lead bound by 3. They're the first to double digits, make it 10, serving 7. Here we go now. Lee Claggett goes in the middle of that time. And a little too much English there as that going soars out of bounds. Off the hand of Jocelyn Hall. It's now 11-7 in favor of the Prairie Fire. As Claggett gives it right back to Jordan Price. Prairie Fire now with possession. As Claggett can't quite get under that one. And Coach McCauley going to call a timeout as his squad trails 12-7. And we'll be back here for more of set number 4 in just a moment here on the Red Line Network. Welcome back after the timeout. As right now, LCU, I was just about to say Knox College on a 5-0 run. LCU scores to halt the momentum. So the double switcheroo comes in, Emily Kuhn and Carissa Bowman. Number 7 and 16 for the Lady Red Lions. It'll be 8 serving 12. Here we go now. Anderson gives it right back over, met by a block party from the Red Lions. They'll get another crack at it. As that one, a little hot potato action, hits the deck in LCU territory. So the lead now back up to 5. for the Prairie Fire. That'll bring up Caitlyn Haas, fifth-year senior from Kelso, Washington, set to serve. As Olden takes a swing. Here we go now. Haas, Anderson gives it over that time to Walters. Bowman can't quite put that one back up in the air. It's now a 14-8 lead. Normally this is about the time where LCU goes on a little bit of a run. We'll see if they got that one in them here in set number 4. Here we go. Bowman lobs it up that time to Jocelyn Hall, who's awarded the point for the Lady Red Lions. So here we go now. Phoebe Olden set to serve. Be 9 serving 14. And that time, Contessa Duran can't clear the net. So it's now 10-14 as LCU strikes double figures here. Anderson. Free ball at the net is hit right back down by Ann McKim. It's now 15-10. Is the advantage now for Knox College. Set to serve now, Allie Dockett's 15 serving 10. Here we go. Price puts him in the air. Bowman sets it up to Bologna. Bologna returns it. Duran kicks it over that time to Walters. LCU's crits a crack at it now as Jocelyn Hall off the hand, but going to be returned as Walters lobs it back up and over. And neither Emily Kuhn nor Jocelyn Hall could contain that one. It's now a 16-10 lead in favor of KC. So here we go now. Bowman sets it back up to Emily Kuhn. Yep, they're going to call the double hit right there on Contessa Duran. So LCU possession off the side out now. So Jocelyn Hall checks out. That'll bring up number 3, Karis Horton, to serve. It'll be 11 serving 16. LCU with some ground to make up, but they're going to go to run right here. And that's not a great way to start it, as that one goes into the stands. Last touch by the Lady Red Lions, as it's now 17-11. As Katie Anderson, senior from Zionsville, Indiana, now on the serve. Bologna, Bowman, Kuhn is the formula there for LCU. As Kuhn puts it right back. Anderson in the middle of Schneider, and Schneider awarded the kill for Knox College. As they extend their lead now to 7, make it 18-11. So Katie Anderson on the serve. Bologna digs it up to give to Olden in the back row hit, and that one just off the hands of Emmy Patton. And LCU cuts the lead down to 6 as Bowman, Kuhn out, Lake Collega and Franning all in. In the last 2 sets, this is where LCU made their run. It'll be 12 serving 18. And the announcer's jinx is still alive as that one goes right in the net. Zelly Courtmatch comes in. 18 serving 12. The sophomore from Queen Creek, Arizona. Here we go. As Price has it denied. First by Knox College and then by the net as that lands right back in LCU territory. And now 19 serving 12. It's the point awarded to LCU. 13 serving 19. Excuse me, 13 serving 20 as we got the stats to match up with the scoreboard now, but it now make it 21-13 in favor of Knox College. But it has been all Prairie Fire here in set number 4. As it'll be 21 serving 13. Cleggett bumps it up to Jordan Price. She returns it. Anderson now has it. Give it over. The hit attempt there. As Dern goes off of LCU out of bounds. So it'll be 22-13. Is that one off the net? They're going to double a hit. The point goes over to the Red Lions, so they're not done yet, but they got a lot of ground to make up if they want to get back into this one, as it'll be 14 serving 22. Jordan Price in service. Anderson tries to get back over, but they're going to call the lift there. So lead cut to 7 now, 15 serving 22. And too much sauce there, goes out of bounds. 15-23 now in favor of Knox College. As Michaela Fultz in. And Tracy Melania in for a time, but then Karis Horton comes in off the libero swap. Bring up Kitessa Duran, number 5. It'll be 23 serving 15. And nobody there for LCU, and is now set point for Knox College. As that one goes straight into the net, and LCU stays alive for the moment. As Null goes out, as well as Lee Cleggett, bringing in Emily Kuhn and Carissa Bowman. It'll be 16 serving 24. So still set point here for Knox College. But LCU has a little momentum on their side. Anderson lobs it up that time as McKim goes down to the reach of LCU. And we are going to set number 5 after a 25-16 win by Knox College. So we'll be back here in just a moment for set number 5 here on the Red Line Network. Welcome back here to set number 5 as Knox College took set number 1 25-20. LCU came back and won a pair of sets 26-24, but Knox College victorious in the last set 25-16 to force set number 5. First 1 to 15 wins, got to win by 2. Here we go. Here in the Laughlin Center, Emily Kuhn takes a swing. Going to be up and return. Anderson gives it back over to Walters, and Walters puts it just out of the reach right at that time of Karis Horton. And now a 1-0 lead for the Prairie Fire. As Anderson will be on the serve. Kuhn high up in the air, gives it right back to Phoebe Olden. Here we go now. As Olden can't contain that one. As that one goes out of bounds, and a 2-0 lead in favor of Knox College. So we go now, Katie Anderson on the serve. Is LCU able to crack the scoreboard now, make it 2-1. As Null and Kuhn out, Null and Bowman out, Cleggett and Null in. I'll get it right one of these times. It'll be 1 serving 2, and Franny Null in to serve. As here we go now. LCU now, way to get it up in the air. That time is Karis Horton. That's going to be returned. As Null to Olden. Back over to Price. And now Knox College will get a crack at it. Anderson fits it into Schneider. Of a near block that time by Jordan Price. That one goes out of bounds. And Knox College now up 3-1. So Carolyn Walters from Ames, Iowa on the serve, 3 serving 1. And here we go now. Cleggett puts it up in the air over to Jordan Price. Anderson has it. It's back down to Schneider. And unfortunately, going into the net only works in soccer. Got to go over in volleyball. So it's now a 2-3 lead. In favor of Knox College, Tracy Bologna is set to serve. As Bologna goes straight into the net to make it 4-2 in favor of Knox College. As here we go now. As Olden restlessly throws that one down. Going to be a return. Good hustle play that time by Franny Null, but she can't get to there quite in time. And now Knox College a third of the way there as they go up 5-2. It's Cleggett over to Jordan Price, but they're going to give the point to Knox College. As they lead by 4 now, 6-2. Emmy Patton libero for the Prairie Fire in service. Cleggett hits it up that time to Jordan Price. Now Knox College in possession as Duran can't clear the net there. So LCU has cut the lead down to half as they trail 3-6 now as Jordan Price, senior here at LCU, back in service. Duran takes another swing, finds Price. Cleggett goes in the middle of Jocelyn Hall, and Hall puts it out of the reach of the defense and scores. Lead down to just 2, make it 4-6. So here we go now, 4 serving 6. Anderson gets it over, and they're going to say that was out of bounds. But the ref overturns it. Not sure why you have line judges if you're not going to use them. But anyway, Knox College award to the point. They go up by 3, make it 7-4. It's Contessa Duran now. Here we go. Claggett goes left side to Olden. Olden swings. And that one goes out of bounds. Make it now 8-4. So in a blink of an eye, LCU goes from down 2 to down 4 as that one goes out of bounds. A little too much sauce there. So here we go now. Kuhn and Bowman come in. 5 serving 8. LCU a third of the way there. But they got a lot of ground to make up if they catch up with Knox College at the moment. And that time the block party is here for LCU. Make it now 6-8. So Bowman in service. But too much ranch there, and that one goes out of bounds. And Knox College leads 9-6. As number 22, Carolyn Walters, comes in. Then I'm bringing up Caitlyn Haas in service. 9 serving 6. Bowman in the middle of the hall, and Hall gets another kill to her name as she scores there for LCU. LCU once again pulls to within 2, but hasn't had the answer to put it over or to time the game up. But now they're down to within 1. As it is ace, ace, baby. Na for Phoebe Olden. And here we go now. McCann puts it over. Bowman, left side that time to Tracy Bologna, and we're all tied up at 9 apiece. Excellent spot right there by Tracy Bologna. And right now, Knox College is going to call a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout ourselves. Be back here in just a moment. You're watching LCU Volleyball on the Red Line Network. So we have an exciting one here at the Laughlin Center as LCU has clawed their way back into tying this one up at 9 apiece. Reminder, we're playing to 15 here in set number 5. It is a winner-take-all. Winner wins this match 3-2. Here we go. Phoebe Olden puts it over. Bowman up top, and they're going to get Bowman for the double hit. There's a sub coming in now as Allie Dawkins will come in and go back into service. Is now 10 serving 9. And Knox College just 5 points away from taking the match. As Olden finds Bowman, left side of Bologna. Bologna hits it up. Good hustle play that time by Dawkins to get it up. Will it get over? And it does. Little give and go right there between Kuhn and Bowman. As Bowman once again finds Bologna. Bologna pushes that one over. Duran takes a hit. Bowman once again goes back to Jordan Price. She punches it home. Good volley going by both teams as that one goes out of bounds. It's all tied up at 10 apiece. So both teams now 5 points away from taking set 5. And that'll bring up the little barrel Karis Horton to serve. 10 serving 10. And here we go now. Anderson gives it over to Schneider, and that one, too much heat for LCU. And Knox goes up by 1, make it to 11-10. So Katie Anderson now in service number 11. From Zionsville, Indiana will be 11 serving 10. And that serve goes out o' bounds to tie it up at 11 all. As Nolan Clay get in. And Bowman and Kuhn come out. 11 serving 11. Franny Knoll back in service. And that one off of Bowman. Here we go now. Price scores for the Red Lions, and they go up 12-11. LCU just 3 points away from taking the match here on senior night. Cleggett, left side Bologna. Bologna ends up scoring for LCU. Timeout going to be taken by Pat Berry and the Prairie Fire, as it is now 13-11. It will have the end of the match here in just a moment here on the Red Lion Network. Welcome back. LCU with a 13-11 lead. Just 2 points away from taking set number 5 and the match. Here we go. Anderson goes cross court with that one. Bologna hits it up. The little give and go back to Bologna. Little scramble play as Patton has to put that one back in. Here we go now. Cleggett goes to Price. Back to Price once again off the block. Patton bumps it up. Goes over to Walters, and that time Knox College able to score. Lead back to within 1 for LCU. And Carolyn Walters now serving 12, serving 13. As Knoll finds Cleggett, goes over to Price. Price pushes it home. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 14-12. It is now match point here in the Laughlin Center. Is Knox College taking the time to wipe the sweat off the ground. And here we go. If LCU able to score right here, it's all over. Here we go. Tracy Bologna on the serve. Anderson, free ball at the net. Claggett has to put it up to Price. Price has it over to Haas. Over to Anderson. Back over to Schneider, and that's hit down. And they're able to hit it back over. Oh, man, everyone held their breath right there. Schneider takes a swing. Claggett bumps it up. Back to Olden. Olden pushes it home. Anderson has it for Knox College. Back to Schneider. Access denied. Free ball at the net. And the point goes to LCU. They take the match 3-2. And that'll do it here, folks, as LCU able to complete the comeback to take the match here on senior night. Very special victory for Coach McCauley and the crew as well. And that'll do it here on the Red Line Network. We'll be back in action, as I mentioned, on Friday, October 29th, as the men's basketball team gets their season underway. But on behalf of Sports Information Director Robbie Tucker and Athletic Director Kristen Lowry, I am Assistant Sports Information Director Jared Glassford saying so long, folks. Have a great night.